There's one rune you need to take on Kindred, otherwise your early game's going to suck, and that rune is Approach Velocity. Kindred has a slow on her E, so even if you don't have red buff, you get insane value. To give you some perspective, Kindred has a base movement speed of 325. This is tied for the slowest base movement speed in League of Legends with other champions such as Tristana and Anivia. However, with our Approach Velocity speed up whenever we slow them with a red buff or E, we'll be moving at 370. That is about the speed of a champion with tier 2 boots. And keep in mind, people in the early game don't have boots before their first back. So it turns her ganks crazy strong. They can't really get away from you, and you can perma pound them down with autos. We have Conquer, Triumph, Alacrity, Coup de Grace, free boots with approach, attack speed 80, and armor. Kindred has been nerfed relentlessly by Riot this season. So it's very important to have a good early game on her, because if you have a bad early game, it's pretty much impossible to scale into the late game with her at the moment. Red jungle item, it's easy to apply with our Q and our W. Plus, it's also another slow. They also nerfed the blue and green jungle item this patch to where a lot less champions are taking it. It no longer gives tenacity. We start with W because it's the most damage we can get early on. We're not going to smite him because our Gromp isn't spawned yet. There would be no point. Use auto into Q. Get our W down. We can kite him out. Very nice. Sigil at top lane, it's pretty even at the moment. Since we do have approach, we want to try to get huge value out of our red buff. That is the plan. We'll get level 3 into our red, so we can fight more comfortably. Their Evelynn took Predator, which is super cheesy. She's probably going to be spam ganking. She's going to 3 camp reset for Darkseal, and then use Predator. Because Predator didn't get nerfed this patch like pretty much every Keystone did. Like Electrocute, Dark Harvest, Conquer, Lethal Tempo, Press the Attack, First Strike. Many others got nerfed. I don't think Predator did though, because it was already a bad Keystone. Might have to try that out. Be interested to see how that goes. Very nice from the Kench. Kench does end up dying. They both have TP. I can go back and gank. It kind of sucks though, because they're going to have items now and I don't. Kind of is what it is. So it looks like she hasn't actually backed yet. I think that's a huge mistake from her to take Predator and not back. She can't use her Keystone until she has boots. We can ghost pretty early. Lasts for 15 seconds. Weird. Why is she all the way over here? Wait, she knew I was here. What in the world? Wait, why did she know I was over here? We have the speed up into her now. That's so big. No clue how she knew I was here. She moved super fast. I guess her teammate must have warded for it. Got W, QE. Moving fast into her. Kench autos do heavy damage. Auto Q, we got it. That is so big for us. I didn't really want to look for the invade, but since my teammate had vision down on it, it was good. Otherwise, I would have played for the gank with my red buff. Something you want to look to avoid is starting red buff when you take approach velocity, because you want to be able to gank with your red buff to get the constant slow and thus constant speed from approach velocity. Otherwise, there's really no point. So if I start red and then I do 2 more camps to get level 3, I do like red wrap Krugs on level 3. Well, my red buff's going to be gone in not too far from then. So it's better to kind of 3 camp and play it that way. That way we're already kind of ready to gank. She must have 2 points in Q. Well played from the Yone. She had item advantage, so she was doing all right there. That was really well played from the Yone to come in like that. She had boots, Darkseal, so she's moving really fast, hard to kite out. She already has higher base movement speed than me. Jin's pretty low. Might be able to do something here. Q over, get him with the QE. He doesn't really have anywhere to go. I don't want to take this. Go for Zyra instead. We need to back. I'm sitting on too much unspent gold. It's too early to take Dragon. It's going to do way too much damage. Ocean Dragon is also the most dangerous one because every auto slow. It's super hard to get away from. Let's go Trinity Rush. I'm a huge fan of Sheen on first back. I think Sheen is super underrated first back on Kindred. I can't really afford anything else. We'll grab control word Oracle's head topside. Try to gank live before she's 6 if possible. Kench is going to get demolished once she's 6. He'll have 0 way to play the game. Because with our cooldown on Q, basically every Q auto, we're going to apply Sheen and do massive damage. Usually leave your mark on the enemy jungler until you're about to gank. Once you have a strong flank and you're pushing in and the enemy champ's about to see you, that's when you'll usually mark them. My mark's been on her for a long time though, so I'm not really giving anything away. She shouldn't just randomly back up. I'll check for control word. We'll just assume it's normal worded then. Well played to the Yone. Might be able to do something mid here. Wow, lethal tempo is so balanced for melee champs. It's not the best on range champs at the moment. I kind of prefer Conk. Smite it early, get the execute damage from our E. Nice. Malawi is 6. Kindred's probably going to be on her red. It's not easy to gank Alawi once she is 6. Since I'm ranged, we might be able to make it work. Nope, it's warded. Instead, oof. What is she doing over here? I don't know where the Eve is, so this makes me nervous. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go over the wall. Kench went over as well. Not 100% sure why Eve was there. It's a little weird. Because her red buff was coming up bot side. I wasn't expecting to see her there. A little bit surprising. Nefari roaming over gave it away. So it wouldn't really make sense for her to roam if Eve wasn't there. Play near the walls, we can jump out with Q. Your Q goes over all tiny and small walls on Kindred. I'm gonna hold on to E for my Sheen proc. Now I'll use it. Auto into Q. Red buff is coming up. Very nice. Auto Q. We can't really go top anymore. I think we're gonna have to play bot for drags. That's fine. We've already established a gold lead. We should be able to take marks when we want to. Marks on Kindred early game aren't that important. It's more about getting a gold lead or gold and XP lead. That way you can take marks whenever you so please. Because if you're behind, like if you're going in for a mark dying early on, you just end up falling behind and you can't really go for any marks at even the mid late game. I'm gonna put this on Evelyn. We're done trying to gank the Alawi. We need to at least get an assist. Even if he kills it, I'll still get the mark as long as I touch it at least once. A lot of people don't know that though. And they'll just give it to you, which is cool because we get more XP from it anyway since we have jungle item. See where the Eve is. She's over near her red buff. She's hitting a very late level 6. She's super far behind. I do have my ghost up and I have red buff with my approach, so there's a time to gank. It's about now. Like I'm leaving. There could be more Jin traps is the thing. Should probably take drag. The enemy bot lane's playing safe. Can't gank their mid. Honestly, can't really gank Alawi either. I didn't see that there when I started it. If you break the control word deep in Dragon Pit, they'll just assume you're doing it anyways, but you should generally break the control word first so they don't see it. Let's pull it all the way back. Eve topside level 6. Should get some Dark Sills. It is what it is. There's very few Eve players who can actually keep up their Dark Sill and Mage stack, so it doesn't stress me out unless I'm playing in Turbo high elo like D1 plus or Masters plus. Under that threshold, the Eve players can't keep their stacks up. We'll put it on Jin. WQE. I'm gonna drop the R on myself. Q back, auto him down. Eve could be in the area. I should probably just leave. When I say in the area, she would have based and she'll be kind of right there. I have a wall I can jump over on. Should be fine. Yep, she did exactly what I thought she was going to do. Eve players are predictable. She went for the mesh as well. Caitlyn just needs to fight it and stop running. This is bad. Eve still had R. That's rough. She gets the shutdown on me, and yeah, she gets all the mesh stacks she wants out of that. It's kind of rough. Only upside is we got the drag there. WinCon now is going to be taking Herald, building a lot of pressure with it, and taking all the drags. Yone should scale like crazy. Nefari won't scale, in my opinion. Zyra won't scale against our team either because we have a lot of long range with the Caitlyn. Morgana plus the Yone dashes counter Zyra CC. Zyra Snare does not stop dashes. For the most part in League, the only CC that stops dashes are displacements such as knockups, knockbacks, hooks. Very few snares in the game that can stop it. This is 300 gold. We can use it to take some turret plates as well. Oh geez, Tom Kent should DC there. Maybe his internet's probably just bad because his CS is pretty low. See where the Eve is. Yone's definitely one of our strongest players. Just play around him. He got blue buff, so her red buff might actually be up here. Live's a full item. She went Hullbreaker way too early though. Getting Hullbreaker before level 12 was kind of troll. For level 12, it only gives 10 armor, 10 magic resist. I'm in a hurry to take this. Big hurry. This is going to be my 5th mark. Eve came up as well. I don't think she'll have R. Got my smite on her. Down she goes. Beautiful. We got a mark off her. We're at 575 auto range. We can get more auto range than Caitlyn. Usually you peak around 600 on Kindred though because you just stop getting as many marks. It makes your early marks easy to get on Scuttles or their Raptor camp. The more marks you get, it only starts to put them on epic monsters, dragons, and barons. Kench is so far behind. It's gonna be tough to kill Alawi, even if I do have a full item, because Alawi's Alawi if you come to her. QWE. Down she goes. She burned Flash. She should have just accepted her fate there. Now, if she was level 18 with Hullbreaker, that's different. Level 10 Hullbreaker is not that great. You really shouldn't be rushing that first item. Might as well get something else. Not even sure what Alawi would go for. Maybe Divine Sunder against something like the Kench? I don't know. Let's go for... Who should we put this on? Let's put on the Furry. Sure, she just took my mark. Reset, spend my gold. I'm sitting on a lot. Eve lost all of her mesh there when we got her killed with the Yone. Very nice. We'll go for Berserks into... It's either Kraken or Black Cleaver. I'm actually feeling the Black Cleaver setup. Black Cleaver makes sense to me since they have the Alawi armor stack. And also I like to have a more HP to survive burst. Nice little Caitlyn trap. She's going to die though. Just walking right into Evelyn there. Yeah, she's dead. Farm this instead. And there's no reason for me to walk over there. Now what I should probably do is run mid and push that wave while they take drag. Caitlyn almost got away. She's at least stalling them from doing drag instead of just standing still and letting them kill her. Kind of need to get this push, like I said, stall them from doing the drag itself. This is my mark. Hey, Evelyn. I'm gonna sidestep that. Evelyn's first Q has more range than the rest of them, so if I sidestep that first one, she's screwed. Because she's gonna have to walk closer to me and hit me with the next one, and they still have travel time. Obviously, the first one and the subsequent ones all have a travel time, and I'm moving so fast on Ghost I could probably even outrun the subsequent ones by moving backwards and autoing her down. Eve scaling is so hinged on Mesh that if you can scrape her stacks a single time, the champ straight up blows. I mean, even with the stacks, she's still pretty balanced. Without them, she can't function. I'll lead that over the wall by getting real close. Go for the Nefari. My mark's on her anyways. Got my QW down. Should be able to get to her. Just need one auto. There's my one auto. Got my QE. Got it. Even with flash, you can't get away. Approach too fast. Plus our free boots give us an extra 10 movement speed on top of it. The boots are nice. For immobile. For 325 base movement speed champion like Kindred, you need all the mobility you can get. Trinity gives us some in-combat mobility as well. I am behind Zyra here. Could probably pick her up. Hey Zyra. I think we're fine. Yeah, I'm gonna back up the turret though, because I don't know. Just trying to get away from where Eve might be. Sure enough, she's here. She's gonna have to R. She gets the kill. I really don't want to stay. Alright, we're chilling. Now we need to heal off something before I die. If Eve walks into me, I might be fine since I healed off this. She may just go for drag. Hopefully she just goes for drag. Gee whiz, what is this fight? We'll smite her immediately, auto and a Q reset. Eve probably is on drag at this point. Gone with my E. Wow, he's quick. He is real quick. Hey, good luck trying to chase. I'm getting some big speed ups here. The Trinity since I'm in combat. Alright, Eve actually isn't over here. Just got fast boots plus Yomu's. Stay and take this real quick. Alright, not bad. It's time for me to bounce. Put it on Eve. She's got lots of dash. She's at 10 stacks now. It's extra movement speed. This is such a bad fight. I'm sitting on a jackpot of unspent gold. I know she's coming. Gotta play around the turret. Oh yeah, I have over 3k of unspent gold. These guys actually just aren't gonna let me back. What a bunch of fudge munchers. He's gonna keep stopping me with his little thing. Alright, we gotta get to that Herald. Now time for Cleaver. I'd say into Wit's End. Just because Kindred is starting to get kind of big. Or Evelyn's starting to get kind of big. She has some magic penetration. I don't want her to one-tap me before I can R. By dying her charm. Wit's End's okay on Kindred. On hit damage and on hit movement speed as well. So we can go really, really fast. We get the speed up from our Black Cleaver now, from our Trinity, and from Wit's End. Black Cleaver only applies against champions though, so I'll only speed up when I'm hitting them. Unlike Wit's End, which speeds us up against everything. Hey guys, you're really not that tanky, are you? Bruiser items are so busted, man. I didn't kite that out very well. I was able to 1v2, 2 full item gen. I felt that. I felt that in the Evelyn's soul there. It's pretty hard to play against Kindred if she's fed as Evelyn. There's not much you can do. You kite her out. Yeah, Kench is laggy apparently. I'm not surprised. He farmed so bad. It was either he's a auto-filled first time top or he was laggy. Was the only explanation to that performance. Turns out he's laggy. I need to move away from this area. Evelyn's going to be here in a moment. Hey, allow it. Eve must be here. Like, why would she walk like that? Gonna dodge the soul pull. Down she goes. Slowly but surely, I'll get my health back through red buff. Stick near my teammates here. Push into her blue buff. That Null Magic Mantle's pulling weight, man. Cutting into the Evelyn penetration. Slowly but surely. And remember what I said about marks early game don't matter? We've gotten so many marks in the last 5 minutes. Like that's what I mean, because we built up a lead independent of marks. Got him with the E. We Q in. Dude, I'm getting turbo slowed. We need to let him get those minions. Otherwise, it's bad manners. He's letting us get our camps. I guess we'll just drag. Yone's not over here. Caitlyn's not over here. Auto WQE. She should die from my red buff burn, right? Oh, she actually lives. Wonder if she got healed by Yone. Or why am I saying random names? What the heck? She probably got healed by the Jhin there. She should have died from that. I think I got her flash, her R, her ignite, right? Now we got the Wits End speed up. I'd say Bloodthirster now. Gives you the most AD out of any item in the game. It gives 95 AD for above 70% health, which is kind of crazy. We'll always be high HP since we're fast. Movement speed from Black Cleaver, Trinity, and Wits End for all on hit. Black Cleaver only applies against champions, plus the Trinity gives us movement speed from its mythic passive, which is kind of cool. It's giving us 6 movement speed right now, plus AD and ability haste. Evelyn's dead. Who's over there? Oh, Lowy. She's in the bush. You never want to blind face check a bush into an Lowy. She lands everything for free. You can just let her be. I mean, she didn't even have minions to push the wave with. There's no threat to just letting her stay there. Just let Lowy be, man. It's like messing with a skunk. Is it really worth it? You're going to end up stinky at the end no matter how it goes. We're at 10 marks, so which is 625 range. That's the second high. That's tied for second highest base auto range in the game with Annie. And Caitlyn's at 650, so we're almost at Caitlyn at the moment. Hey, Jen. Dang. And nearly 3k health, got some magic resist. Evelyn definitely can't one-tap us. There's no way. None of them can one-tap us. After Bloodthirster, we're going to go for Kraken or Lord Doms. Since Lowy isn't really participating in team fights, that's why I haven't bothered to get Lord Doms next. Because even if she does, we have Black Cleaver. We don't have to have more armor penetration yet. Team doesn't really have armor. Oh, here is Nefuri. Kench almost got it. Alright, Ghost WQE. Hey, Jhin. Oh, he's gonna spit me out. She lost her R. I'm still on my Ghost as well. Ghost lasts for 15 seconds. Pretty broken. You don't get extensions. It's just 15-second duration no matter what. I'm shooting them over the wall right now. Oh, this is bad. There we go. We'll take it. That's a GG's well played. 625 range is hard to beat near walls because we can hop in and out with our Q while we're inside a W. Spam it out. Nice. Morgue Flash. Sick. Well played. We'll take it. I will say, approach velocity, there's no other way to play Kindred right now. Without it, her early game is too inconsistent after all of her nerfs. Let's take a look at the graphs. Damage dealt, damage taken, and runes. Looking at damage dealt enemy champions, we did have the most in the game, to be expected since we were so fed. Damage taken the most on our team. This is very unusual to see out of a ranged 80 carry type of champion. It's only possible because Bruiser items are that good, and that good on ranged champions. If we went full 80 carry items, this would have not have been possible. So we nearly even took the most in the whole game. We took more damage than Kench even. Lai ended up taking more because she's dying so much. So we took the most damage in the game while not really dying. For self-mitigated, we had a medium amount. Not a crazy amount, but still more than most of the players in the game. We were 4th. For runes, high value. All in all, Kindred, she's in a fine spot. If you have the right build in runes, insane carry potential. With the wrong build in runes, it's a struggle fest and not much fun. If you guys enjoyed this Kindred video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is King Sticks. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.